guys, I hope you are fine. We are going to crochet a poncho. Materials to use: you will need scissors in case you want to make fringes. You will need a hook, and in this case we are going to use a 3.5 millimeter hook. You will need a yarn, and it is Winter King yarn. It is 100% acrylic yarn, and it is hand knitting. It is machine washable. Even the texture is okay. So the last thing that you will need at least 2 stitch markers. So let's get started. I've started with 50 chains. This is just for illustrations because I have the poncho completed. This is just for illustrations. I've started with 50 chains. For the main poncho size adult, I started with 80 chains, but for this tutorial I've only started with 50 chains. So you will go to the first chain, make sure that it is not twisted, move up to the first stitch, and then make a slip stitch like this. I'm sorry. So after making 50 chains, you will chain 1, and then to the first stitch make a slip stitch. To the first chain make a slip stitch like this. After making a slip stitch, you will chain 1. After chaining 1, now move around making single crochets. So since we have 50, we are going to make 50 single crochets. So keep on working by making single crochets. If you started with 80, ensure that you have 80 single crochets. If you started with 50, ensure that the number of chains that you're starting with, it is equal to even number. So this is how we make single crochets. Keep on making single crochets. Let's meet at the end. So at the end, what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this with a slip stitch. After making a slip stitch, you will chain 1 and then remove your hook. So we are going to identify the middle of our work. Where you removed your hook, that's where you are going to start by inserting the stitch marker, and then starting with where your stitch marker is, we will count 25. Since we started with 50 chains, so we will count 25. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So this is where we are going to put the second stitch mark. So after putting the stitch markers, now we are going for the second round. For the second round, you can remove the stitch marker and then make an increase. So here we are going to make double crochet. Under the same stitch, we are going to put 3 double crochets. This is 1, 2, 3, and then you are going to chain 2 at the same stitch. Also make 3 double crochets. I hope you can see. After making 3 double crochets, you are going to yarn over and then skip 2. This is 1, 2. On the third, make 3 double crochets. This is 1, 2, 3. And then yarn over, skip 2, 1, 2. On the third, make 3 double crochets. This is what we are going to work on until we get at the second stitch marker. So it is very simple, and in today's tutorial guys, I'm very happy. As you can see, the video is clear, the sound is okay. It is because we finally get back the electricity, and I also bought a new stand, a new phone holder for holding phone, and also I have a ring light. The lightings are okay, so even this video will be okay. So ensure that you have given me that subscription because it's very important, and I'm doing this effort because even if I have only 5 people watching, I know that I must put a tutorial for you because it is important to you. You can also tell me what I need to improve, and I will improve on that. So guys, I'm almost at the stitch marker, and when you get at your stitch marker, you are going to yarn over, you skip 2. Now remove the stitch marker, make an increase. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. You will chain 2, and then under the same stitch make 3 double crochets. So guys, we have worked halfway, so also let's work this other part. This nothing is changing here. You are going to do the same. You skip 2, and then on the third chain you make 3 double crochets. So guys, let's meet at the end. Now I'm at the end of this round. What I'm going to do, I'm going to end this with a slip stitch. Now after making a slip stitch, I'm going to confirm if my work is okay. Now what we are going to do, we are going to count these clusters. So we will avoid the where we make our increases. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the poncho is okay. Now let's go to round 3. For round 3, so you made a slip stitch, then move to the next, make another slip stitch, move to the next, make a slip stitch until the middle. And the middle, make also a slip stitch, you chain 1, make an increase. By making an increase, you are going to make 3 double crochets. Then you chain 2. After chaining 2, also make 3 double crochets. This is 1, 2, 3. After making this increase, you will move to the next, where the gap is. This is where the gap is. In between these 3 double crochets, there's a gap. You make 3 double crochets. This is 1, 2, and then 3. Move to the next, make 3 double crochets. Keep on working this way until where there is an increase. Let's meet here. Now I'm at this part where we make an increase. So we are going to make increase as usual. You are going to chain 3. You are going to make 3 double crochets, and then you chain 2, and then at the same stitch make 3 double crochet. I believe by now you know what we are working. Now repeat the same up to where we have another increase. So keep on working. Let's meet at the end. Now I'm here. What I'm going to do, make a slip stitch, make another slip stitch, another slip stitch. At this gap, make also a slip stitch, and then you chain 1. Now what we are going to work on this round 4, it is different, so I want you to be keen. For round 4, we are going to make increase as normal. After making increase, move to this gap, yarn over, make a double crochet. Now yarn over again, another, make a yarn over again, and then at the middle of this, you see round 2, this middle double crochet here, you are going to insert your hook, and then in between the middle, pull through like this, yarn over. Now as you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops in the hook. You're going to yarn over, and then for the first two loops you yarn over, and then you pull through, then you yarn over. Then for these 2, 1 and 2, you will pull through 2 until you have 2 loops remaining, and then yarn over all. If you didn't see it, don't worry, you're going to see in the next, and then you will yarn over, make a normal double crochet. So, and then move to the next stitch, you will yarn over, make a normal double crochet at the gap, yarn over, and then yarn over again, where your previous round 2, at the middle of these 3 double crochets, you will insert your hook, then yarn over at the front loop. This is at the front loops, until you have 4 loops. Make sure you have 4 loops. Yarn over through the 2 loops, pull through until now we have 3 remaining. Yarn over, pull through the 2 until you have 2 remaining, pull through all, yarn over, insert your hook. So as you can see, there is a stitch forming. I'm going to get the correct name. So this is what you are going to work on, and for the rest of the work remaining, except where we are going to make increases. Where you make increases, you are going to make no more increases without changing anything. So let's meet at the center. I show you one more time. Now I'm at this point where we are going to make increases, make no more increases. This is 1, 2 and 3. Chain 2, also make 3 double crochets. This is what we have. Now work until you get at the middle of this part. I'm at the end of row 4 and I'm going to end this with a slip stitch. Also make another slip stitch, a slip stitch at the center, make a slip stitch and then chain 1. Now for round 5 it is going to be the same as round 3. So for round 5 you are going to make increase, after making increases move to the next where the gap is, make 3 double crochets. Move to the next, make 3 double crochets. This is what you're going to work on until you get at the end of row 5. When you get here at the center, make an increase, and then now let's meet at the end of round 5. Now I'm at the end of row 5. End this with a slip stitch. Move to the next, make a slip stitch to the next, slip stitch at the gap, also make a slip stitch, chain 1, make an increase. So for round 6 it's going to be the same as round 4. This is how you're going to interchange for the rest of your work. Let me just first show you how you are going to work. Now after making increases, you will yarn over and then at the gap make a double crochet, yarn over, then yarn over at the middle of these 3 for the previous round, which was round 5. Make this stitch, yarn over at the same gap, make a double crochet, and then you will yarn over where the gap is, make a double crochet, and then yarn over again at the front post of the previous round. Make a triple double crochet. This is 1, 2, 3. Then yarn over at the same stitch, insert your hook, make a double crochet. And same as this, as you can see, this there is a certain stitch which is forming. and it is a line just like this. So I hope you can see this stitch. It's very good. So this is what we want to achieve. Yarn over, move to the next, make a double crochet, yarn over, and then make a front post triple crochet, yarn over, make a double crochet. So I think you have seen what we are supposed to work. As you can see, it has started forming that shape of a poncho. This was just for illustration. This is what you're going to work on. I hope you have seen. For round 6, it's going to be the same as round 4, and for round 5, it's going to be the same as round 3. Keep on working until you get the size you want. So let's meet towards the end. I will show you one more thing what you should do. So keep on working. Let's meet at the end. Remember, when you get at the centers, you are going to make increases without making front post double crochets. So I hope you have understood. I hope you have understand. So keep on working. So guys, I want to take height measurements, and I'll tell you the measurements that I have for this size adult. You will take your tape measure and then you measure. So from top to bottom, I have a total number of 25 inches. So guys, according to this size, I wanted around 24 to 25 inches height, so there's no need for putting fringes. And for that case, I'm going to work on the neckline. For the neckline, this is what you are going to do. You're going to insert your hook at the middle of the poncho. You can decide to use the same hook you are using, or you can change. So for the neck, I'm going to use a 3mm hook. So you are going to insert at the middle of the poncho, and then after inserting your yarn, you are going to chain one. After chaining one, move to the next, make a single crochet. You are going to make single crochets for this round or around. So in each stitch, make single crochet. Keep on making single crochet. I'm finishing this work at the D. That's why you can hear some noise. So this is how you make single crochet. Keep on all around. Let's meet at the end. After making single crochets all around the room, so you are going to end this with a slip stitch. You chain one. Now for the next round, we are going to work on front loops and back loops double crochet only, and you're going to yarn over, insert your hook to this very first stitch here, and then make a front post double crochet. This is how you make it. You're going to make now a double crochet, then yarn over, make a back loop. This is how you make back loop double crochet. You will move to the next, make a front loop double crochet, move to the next, make back loop double crochet. This is what we are going to do for the rest of this round. So keep on working like this. Let's meet at the end of the round. So I'm at the end of this round. You are going to end this with a slip stitch. End it with a slip stitch. You will go where you started at the first stitch. Make a slip stitch, and then you will chain one. If you want it to be bigger, you are going to continue making rounds up to where you want, up to the size you want. But for me, I've decided to leave it at this point. So I want to show you, if you want to continue making more rounds, where there's a front loop like here, you're going to yarn over and then make a back loop. Make a back loop double crochet. Then where there's a back loop, you are going to make a front loop double crochet. So this is how you are going to interchange up to the height you want. For me, I'll decide that I'll stop here. You're going to cut off your yarn. Always after cutting off your yarn, you are going to hide this, to secure this like this. You can use a yarn, you can use a hook to do this. Now you can cut off the remainings. I also want to show you something at the bottom. So at the bottom, for the last 3 rounds, I did no more shells, no more double crochets in each stitch without putting any stitch. So in short, I did the last 3 rounds I did the same as round 3, 5. I did the same as round 3, 5, 7, etc. So I repeated the same pattern for the last 3 rounds. So the work is complete. I'm going to show different designs for ponchos, different stitches. So ensure that you have subscribed so that you don't miss out.